I was just kidding. I wasn't talking. Hey, let me know if you can hear me, because my name's Andy Berkey, because that's what my name is. Yep, exactly. Hoo-hoo. All righty. Okay, so somebody give me a quick shout out and let me know if you can hear me. That would be awesome. I would appreciate it. Thanks, Doug. I appreciate it. Okay, cool. So today I thought it'd be super fun. I've been sick lately, but a few weeks ago, Jimmy Diresta sent me one of these, a You Build It tray kit. Kind of a cool thing that they are marketing at walmart.com, I believe. Check it out. I think it's going to be a cool thing. So we're going to get into this, see what it is. I'm going to have to push you around myself because I don't have anybody here helping me. We're going to give it a go. So let's do it. Check it. How has the virtual craft festival been lately? All righty. Okay, so check this out. These are all CNC in Canada. In Canada. Oh, pretty cool. Check it out. I like it. It's kind of fun. I'm thinking this would be a super cool project to do with a kid or something like that. Pretty fun, right? So my thought is this is a serving tray, and my thought is that we just might use one of my favorite tools, the Shaper Origin, to put a cool design in. Looks like my wife's been out in the shop. Spurs. Come on, man. So yeah, basically you watch the tutorials. We don't ever follow instructions, so what does it matter, right? And then assemble your new serving tray. We're gonna go right there. Jimmy's probably already shaking his head. Alrighty, let's do it. So I'm gonna move you around. Hope you don't get seasick. Tell me if it gets too weird. But what I want to do, we're gonna set basically this whole side, this whole sheet aside for now, and mainly gonna work on the bottom because I got kind of a cool idea. Okay, so first thing we need to do is finish cutting these out and get to this guy. Okay, I'm gonna point you at the surface. Alrighty, let's do that. Let's try it. Okay, we don't need no stinking instructions. We're makers. So yeah, I'm having trouble cutting it because I don't have any tools in the shop or anything, you know what I'm saying? There we go. Oh yeah. So they've got these little tabs, just cut almost thick enough to get through, but not quite. My first impression when I first saw this was that it was going to be a super cool way to let people, you know, be introduced to the shop and working in the shop. I think that's a good idea. Not too intimidating, unlike, you know, some weird bald guy with a big table saw, you know what I'm saying? And some tacos. Okay, we're going to get our way through this. Oh, wait. No, wait, one more. Here we go. I am super proud of myself right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who said that, but the hammer would be inappropriate at this point. All righty, killer. Trim these up a little bit. Nice. I like it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just leave it there. So this is obviously the top. Nice. So if you have any questions, post them. If I miss them, we'll have try to leave a little bit of room at the end where you can shoot any questions you might have. This is double-sided carpet tape, which I find to be an invaluable tool in the shop. Kind of like Carl Jacobson, who is an invaluable tool, you know what I mean? Oh, snap, did I just say that? That's not cool. I shouldn't have said that. So yeah, I just, I'm gonna put this down to the bench so it stays still. Be really cool if I stuck it down good enough to begin with. Here we go. Double-sided carpet tape. What time is it in the UK? It's got to be about, what, 7 o'clock at night, I would think? I'm not sure. All right, so what I'm going to do is stick this down. That should stay where it goes, I think. We'll give it a go. Is it 7? Okay, killer. Okay, so to use the, this is a CNC machine that, let me just, it's been around for I think 5 years now. So, but basically this guy needs to know where it is in the world. And we do that by this tape, which is pretty cool. So this stuff is like a randomized design. And we'll put this on the, out here ahead. This thing's got a camera here. So if we can tell it where it is in the world by using this tape, it's a happy camper. Just like me. I'm a happy camper. Well, I try most of the time. Okay, now that should give this enough room to figure out where it is. Now I'm going to move you around so you can see the screen. Here we go. Hang on. Okay. So check this out. This is pretty cool. Do you want to zoom? Whoa. I can zoom you in. I'll try to give you a little taste of the... Look at that. That's pretty cool. Nice. Okay, so what we want to do is give this guy a... well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. First off. So what I'd like to do is give our area here a center point. Because one of the cool things about this is I can find a center point. So I'm 17 inches long, which means that I'm at about 8.5 there. And I'm about 10 7/8, 5 7/16, right about there. So we're going to use this as our center point. And this seems weird to be messing around. But this is what I dig about the Origin, is it's kind of a mix between CNC and old school goofballs like me. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to back you out a little bit so you get an idea of where I'm going here. Whoa. Okay, so now what we're going to do is scan this area into the machine. So what I'm going to do now is just let this guy read all of those, and I'm also scanning in my workpiece so I can do something super tricky. Okay, so now it's thinking. See it thinking right there? Oh yeah. Thinking. It's kind of like me, needs some time to think. Okay, so check this out. This is super cool. So see that right there? So in the machine now, I've got that little mark right there. That's the center that I drew by hand. So now what I drew by hand is inside the machine. Super cool. All right, so we're going to go grab a design now. And I picked out this lotus leaf. My wife, Susanna, and I have been having tea lately. We really have enjoyed making tea. So check this out. Now I can move this design around on the work surface. See what I'm doing? See how it moves around? Oh, we don't want to go over there. We want to go, we're going to find our center point. So check this out. See that little guy right there? And we're gonna zoom in, make sure we're relatively square. This is kind of a free form deal, so I'm not going to be hyper freaked out about being accurate, but check it out. Boom. So now this guy is placed on our workpiece. So you can see these tabs. So that's all inside the machine. Now, I don't know if I'm explaining this well enough, but this is super cool. All right, we're going to give this a go. And so now I need to go in here and figure out what, give it some information, right? Oh, got to give it some information. All right, so what we're going to do is tell it how far down we want to go. I'd like to go about 1/8 of an inch. I want to go inside of this design, of these lines here. Oh, I said outside. Oh, what did I do? Inside. Okay, then I got to tell it what bit size I'm using. I am using a 1.5 millimeter bit. 1.5 mil. Done. So then we need to Z-touch it, which is to tell it where it is in relation to the work surface. So check this out. This is pretty cool too. Here we go. Check it out. It's moving on its own. This is creepy cool, right? All right. So let's get our screen back instead of looking at my eyeball. Okay, so now we can figure out, we're gonna zoom in. It all looks good. So the way it is now is we're gonna cut this piece out, then we're gonna go around the clock. See those? And the cool thing about this is these ants that are marching around this design tells you which way to mess with it. This thing is trippy cool, right? So we're going to give this a go. I'm going to turn, see if I can figure out how to turn the volume off so you don't get blasted with it, because we need to run the vacuum and the machine. So I'm going to back you out a little bit. Okay, while I'm trying to figure out how to mute you, does anybody have any questions that I missed? Oh. Okay. Hey, Greg, how are you? Oh, here it is. Easy peasy. Okay, so I'm going to mute you and then kind of back you up a little bit, and you can. Oh, you know what? You might want to look over my shoulder. Let's do that. That way you get a beautiful look at the back of my head. Oh. All righty, here we go. Okay, everybody on board? Let's see. Jan, no, the 1.5 is the depth. 1.25, the 1/8 inch, is the depth. So I set it to, I have this set up for imperial, so but this is a metric bit, so it flips over to imperial after I put in that I want a 1.5 mil bit, which is pretty fun. So we're going to give it a whirl. I'm going to mute you, and we'll do about half of the design and see if you all have any questions or anything. So save them. I won't be watching, and let's give it a go. Pretty fun. How do you know where to place the tape on the work, and what is the tape? The tape is it comes from Shaper, and it's a randomized pattern that comes, and you buy these rolls, and it's just a disposable, like a bit or anything else that we use, and it's very forgiving. It needs to has enough to know where it is, but it doesn't have to be super straight. It doesn't have to be crazy accurate as far as where you put it, and it'll tell you if it doesn't like it if it can't see enough tape. So pretty trippy. Hey, Keith. All right, I'm not gonna sit here and go, hey Jimmy, hey Jerry, hey Keith, hey Greg, hey, whatever. You know I dig you cats. Let's do this. Mutation. All right, can you hear me? So did you see what it did there? Is this circle that is in the center of the screen is what I call the stupid zone. So I have to do as a stupid guy is keep the design in the center of that zone, and then the machine does the micro adjustments to make it super accurate. Super cool. Well, I was looking at the camera trying to make sure you could still see what I was doing, and I got out of the stupid zone, and the machine says, "Oh no, I ain't playing that game. You're being an idiot." It literally tells me stuff like that, which is pretty crazy. But what it does is it retracts super fast, so that and then it gives you a thing. Hey, we aborted the cut because you were too much of a moron. So pretty simple. You just can't be a moron. So yeah, as long as I am steady enough to stay within a 1-inch circle, I'm magic. The machine corrects all my mistakes. So pretty cool. So let's see what we've got so far. So I can take the machine now completely away from the design, and it still remembers where it is. Very weird, right? So yeah, what we saw on the screen, where did it go, is happening there. Super cool, right? Oh yeah. So I'm gonna keep going. If you guys are into that, it's super cool. Man, that thing is zoomed in. I'll back up a little bit. No, I gotta unzoom it because that's crazy. Makes me like seasick. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going. Try to go as fast as I can, and then sand this so that we can get a look at it. So check it out. Oh, I want to show you something else here. Pretty cool. So now on this machine, what you really kind of saw already, I'm sure, is that everything that has been cut now shows up as blue. So we know that we don't have to go back over those areas, which I think is super cool, especially on something that has a bunch of different little cuts in it. So we've got an idea of where we're at. All right, I am going to mute you again. Berkey out. Okay, so um, what? There we go. The other cool part about this is it's super flexible as far as using parts of a a SVG file, just a picture, whatever you want to call it. So we know what the overall SVG file looks like, that lotus flower, right? But let's just say we want part of it. So if we wanted to just have this super little flower in the middle, there. So we could just have these leaves here and leave it alone, and epoxy fill it or whatever we wanted to do. So that's kind of cool that you can take just part of a file. I mean, with super complex files, sometimes you can just take what you want and leave the rest, which is, I think it's just cool. I don't. Sometimes I weird out a little too much, I think, but on the other hand, this is a game changer for me. Let me show you something. This is pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna take. We're gonna walk with me, will you? Check this out. I want to show you how this works in real time or in real life stuff. Look at this. So this is a piece of church furniture that I'm working on right here, and all of these crosses were done with the origin as well as these circles, and they were done as a totally separate, same file, but I'm able to blow it up or shrink it to make it work like on this raised panel here. So check this out. Nice, right? So yeah, that's how it works in real life right there. That's how, well, let me show you another little thing I've got. Check these out. So a longtime client of mine sent me a postcard or a birthday card that her grandma had sent her, had recently passed away. So we're going to make 14 of these with these frames for all of the cousins. I thought that was a really cool idea, and I need to get those over to them for Memorial Day here in the States so that they can pass them out at a family gathering. But that's how it works in real life. You know what I mean? So basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, my thought for this tray would be to fill this with, paint this all black, like super gloss black, kind of like those Japanese lacquer tea sets, like super black, and then infill all of this part here of this design with a tinted red epoxy, which should be super cool. And then I'll probably do the sides of this tray in red or something like that, just to kind of give it that lacquery look that the traditional Japanese crafts go. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna bust the rest of this out pretty quick, and then we'll be ready for some question and answers. If we can put that together before our hour's up. These hours go by so quick. I think that's because we're hanging out, just like at a, I wouldn't say family, more like a pub. I don't know. Maybe it's like a maker pub. I don't know. I'm talking rubbish. All right, let me get you set up, and let's finish this baby out real quick. Here we go. I'm gonna mute you. Mutation. Can you hear me? Am I back? So yeah, man, that's the cool part, right? Right where we wanted it. You know, here's the dealio. A lot of the hardcore CNC guys aren't into this because it's, you know, can't do everything that a CNC can do. I have a rebuttal of that on multiple levels. Number one, a small shop like mine, I mean, this is my shop, literally. I do not have space for a gantry style 4x8 CNC machine. Secondly, I'm not that bright. So there's going to be no way I'm going to set one of those up and make it function. This thing is about, I was really honored to be asked to do some of the user interface testing way back in the day, like 4 or 5 years ago, for this company. And it was super cool. And, you know, it was, I think they made sure that I was involved so that anybody could use it. I'm gonna move you over here. So, you know, I think that the basic thing was, hey, let's get Berkey to try it out, because if that moron can figure it out, anybody can do it. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know, I can't say that's a bad maneuver. So yeah, that was it. Tell me if there's any, I know I saw a couple of questions go by that I missed. Just redo them if you can. Check it. Nice. So yeah, that's my plan for this. We'll see if I can make Jimmy proud on this one. I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh no, we've got people in the chat from Origin. That's never good. That is never good. Those cats are out of control. So let me see if I got a question here. Now I really get nervous now because Sean's here from Shaper, and if I say something wrong, I'm going to catch it. So this would also let you clear out the material between the lines instead of along the lines. Absolutely. So so there's a really cool function that will clean out all of those, because you're cutting inside of those little areas that we were tracing out there. But it won't let you go beyond the line. So you can just hog out all that material. Super cool for doing epoxy infills and for doing inlays. Because from the same design, I can cut the negatives and the positives. So we could hog all these out that we just cut, and then we could go to a piece of walnut and cut on the outside of the line, which would be a perfect fit. I think I usually cut the infills down by about 4/1000ths of an inch, and they just slip right in, and it's seamlessly cool. Seamlessly cool. So like this one, because there's areas that are wider than just a standard, you know, just the bit I was using, you know, you can go in and hog all those out, and then they're ready for infill with the epoxy. Super cool. All right, okay. Did I miss some questions? Yeah, Greg, I mean, that's the big thing, is that you can, I mean, this thing fits into a box, you know, about this big, and it's a done deal. Oh, you can see it right here. Right there is the box that it fits into. Very cool. And also, they make accessories that will allow you to do joinery. Super cool. Take a walk with me. Check this out. I'll show you. This might be a little dark, but we'll see it. So on those furniture was done for this box, which was done on the origin. So that's pretty cool. So we're so let's go to full-on Q&A. Big time. Super sweet. So yeah, totally available for tea trays and all that kind of stuff. I mean, wait, look what just showed up. Wait, what is this? Oh no, it's a Tottenham teddy bear and tea. My wife has way too much access to my shop. So yeah, look at that. Not cool, Jamie Page, not cool. So yeah, let's have, check it out. I feel very British today. I've got some tea with some cream in it. I got some Walker's biscuits. Very cool. Talk to me. Tell me what you want. So, Sean, I do have the workstation, which is a way that the shaper can be used vertically instead of just horizontally. And that's what allows me to do a lot of the super cool. I'm going to bring you up here a little bit so you don't have to look at my big belly too much. You know what I mean? Super weird. Look at, what is this? Ah. Jamie Page is ruining my life. So, I like it. So, this is sort of wicked alien technology. I truly believe that a lot of the guys that work at Origin Shaper, I think they're aliens, and they came up with this technology and are showing it to us. I mean, the cool thing is, though, seriously, is that this is a cool example of what I tell people if they call me and ask me about, you know, if this is right for them. This blends, where it fits into my world is it blends this super cool technology, but I'm still in charge of it. So as an older school guy, that interface, that haptic involvement with the machine, I still really like. Now I know the traditional CNC guys like to set it and walk away. That's not my deal, because I don't make anything multiple times. You know, I made 2 of these church pieces of furniture, but that's about as production as I get, you know, over and over and over. But that's what's super cool about this machine is it very much, and then for me, a lot of these sharp corners, I will, you know, I'll go back in with a chisel and make those like super sharp. I like that. I like that it looks, that's as close to looking like it was hand carved as you can get to. Whereas, you know, traditionalist CNC, if they don't do any handwork over the top of it, if you know what you're looking for, you can always go in and see that it was cut by a machine. With this, you know, after you do a little handwork over the top, it looks nice. I dig it. So, I mean, it's fun because this guy, I always tell people it's a platform. It's, you know, you'll come out and turn it on, and occasionally there'll be an update where all of a sudden the software has gotten a huge kick up. You know, it's got different functionality, super cool. Kind of like a Tesla, you know, Tesla cars get over-the-air, what do they call those, over-the-air upgrades or over-the-air updates, I think it's called. This thing does the same thing. Again, super alien technology. So take a spot of tea. A spot of tea? That's as good as a UK accent as I can get to. Let me see, I'm gonna zoom in here and see if I can find some questions that I forgot. Yeah, I'm sorry, John, the Tottenham paraphernalia, yeah, doesn't work for me either. Actually, I don't mind. Okay. Can you cut pewter sheet to inlay into a wood box lid, for example? I've cut aluminum and I've cut copper. And I think pewter is softer than both of those. So if you're super careful and go slow, and I know there's specific bits that I'm not super all in on, but you can cut metals with this guy, soft metals, not, we're not going to be jamming out some welding parts or anything like that. Walker's biscuits are really good. Okay, let's see, because what is the shank size? This particular one is an 1/8 inch shank. It comes with a 1/4 inch shank collet. You can also buy metric sizes. So, but here I tend to go with either 1/4 or 1/8, and then I tend to buy a lot of metric bits just because they're, I don't know, disposable on on Amazon for the most part. I do that actually quite a bit. You can buy these little, like, I think these are 10 1.5 millimeter bits, and just when they get dull, they're out, done, easy peasy. Disposability. All right, let's see what else we've got here. Can one do variable depth so that you can do relief type cuttings? This will not do climb cuts, but you can change the depths that this will do, but it doesn't do whatever that axis is. I don't remember what that is, but anyway, yeah, it's at this point it's 2.5 dimensional, I think is what they call it. It's not 3-dimensional where it'll do, like a face carving or something like that. You can get it close by doing different heights, but each one is a separate cut path. So, Sean, I hope, if you're still here, I hope that explained that correctly. Oh God, Zach Higgins is here. Great. Okay, so yeah, so that's pretty much where we're at. I wanted to shout out Jimmy and Howard for getting me this guy. I'm looking forward to finishing this. It's been a little while since I've been able to be in the shop for fun, so I'm super amped to do that. And then they also sent me a little toolbox, and my 8-year-old sort of niece, Ava, she's gonna come over, and we're gonna make that a project for her and I to do together. Because her brother George gets to come over to the shop all the time, and we got to get her in the shop because girls should be in the shop. You can quote me on that. Right, the tape needs to be within 10. Yeah, so the whole thing is to remember that this guy has a camera here that it's reading out in front, like at a 45-degree angle or so. So, we were probably about 5 inches in front of our design, but that's, you get a feel for it where the tape should go, and it really doesn't take much tape, to be honest. So, but yeah. So yeah, girls in the shop, man. I can't wait. I got another collaboration thing going with my friends down the street who do some videos and TikTok and all that kind of stuff. We're thinking about making a piece of furniture as a YouTube thing, probably on their channel, but it'll be super fun. They're super cool cats. I like them. So they're gonna be in the shop, I think, here this summer for sure. So, all right, cool. We got like 4 minutes. Whenever I do these, I'm always like going like mad into the end of it, but I got time. So tell me anything else you want to know. Like, I don't, there's things that I don't know. This isn't right. Come on, what? It's a chicken. Who names a football team chicken after a chicken? I don't know. I don't get it. Come on, man, that ain't cool. I'm a Wolves fan, by the way, just so we're clear. So, hey, I just want to thank you for dropping by the shop. Thanks, Mark. I do hope there was a little bit of knowledge here. It's a cool mixture of. I think it blends. In my world, it blends technology into my world super seamlessly, super easily. There's not a huge learning curve. As I remember it, when we worked out the deal to do that user interface testing years ago, they sent me a machine, no manuals, no nothing. They just basically said, turn a camera on yourself and work your way through learning the machine. I think what they were doing was just comic relief for the break room at lunch. I can just see this, right? Where they're all sitting around going, hey man, is it almost time for lunch so we can make fun of Berkey? So they'd turn on my videos, and then all of a sudden they're all yucking it up big time during lunch for a couple of months. That makes sense, doesn't it? I have yet to hear anybody from Shaper refute that theory, because that's what they were doing. They were laughing at me. Here's to them. I mean, it's a valid thing. If you see a monkey poking at a TV set, you're gonna laugh. Oh, I don't know what kind of tea that is. It's really good. Cool. Oh, see, look, Sean Kirsch from Shaper is laughing, and he's not saying, oh no, we didn't do that. No, he's not saying that. Uh-huh. Right on. I got you. So cool. I'm about ready to step out of here. Super fun. Actually, you know what? This design is also another cool attribute of this guy. This came off of a website called Shaper Hub, which is available to you if you own the tool, and you can pick out there's millions literally of designs that are ready to go for the Shaper, which is really cool for guys like me that don't have super cool Fusion 360 skills or design skills, digital design. So anyway, so there you go. Thank you very much for swinging by the shop. I've taken a hiatus lately, and it's just a super amazing thing when you realize that you've got a community. It's not a market. It's not a niche. To me, it's a tribe, and I just want to stare you straight in the eye and say thank you for all your support and digging what I do. Berkey out. Thank you.